When I tell people I have a YouTube channel, the first question they ask me is, how many subscribers do you have? Which annoys me a lot. And then when I tell them, oh, I have 100 or something below the thousands, I immediately see a reaction change. I mean, someone once said, oh, you don't have a lot yet. 200 is not a lot. What do you consider a lot? Dear content creators, one thing I've realized is that we tend to put so much value on numbers that we get to that point where we don't see value in numbers anymore. And by that I mean we don't see value in what we call the small numbers, leading us not seeing value in what we call the larger numbers. I'll explain. Now, when I say numbers, I mean actual numbers and people. So please listen carefully so you can decipher the information I'm trying to pass across. Basically, what we do is that we get drawn and carried away by the thousands and millions of engagement or followers that other people in the creative space have. And because of that, we deviate and start seeing value and relevance in actual numbers. I want you to know that number has its value or relevance in different aspects of life. Now, if I write 8 on a paper, really doesn't mean anything. But if you apply it in terms of money or in people, then you start to see the relevance and value in it. But in this situation, we're talking about people. So we get carried away by the number of engagements that other people have, or the number of engagements that people think content creators should have. And due to that, you start doing other things that'll make you catch those numbers that you're chasing. I forget the reason why you went into content creation in the first place. And in a Christian creative's case, to spread the gospel, edify men, blah blah blah. But how would you do that if you keep chasing numbers and not people? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't be spontaneous. Be spontaneous. You have to realize that what makes up those numbers are actual people, full-blown creations of Christ. Also have to realize that the numbers that you call the small ones or not a lot are actually a lot. 50 people are a lot, 20 people are a lot, 15 people are a lot. It depends on the angle you're looking at it from. Now, these people that are following you or subscribed to your channel now saw your posts, liked them, followed you, subscribes to your channel, but you don't realize that because you keep chasing figures. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't grow your community or your following or your subscribers. That should definitely be one of your aims. But what I'm saying is, the moment you don't see value in the number you have now and start obsessing over what we call the larger ones is where the problem is. Have 150, 30 subscribers or followers, you should be proud of yourself. Now, I was watching a video by J Mikey where he said that if 16 people watch your videos and all those 16 people come into your room and tell you, hey, I watch your videos, wouldn't you be happy? Don't let anyone make you feel less of a content creator because you don't have what we call the large following. See value in number of following, meaning see value in the people that are following you, and realize that no number is too small in terms of people. So celebrate your wins, heal yourself, pat yourself on the back. You're doing a good job. Also equip yourself and build yourself for when you're going to have a large following, because it's going to happen eventually. On that note, subscribe to my channel if you want to.